Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Chris Van Hillo with the City of Tampa's Visual Art Team. You're used to seeing me at Taylor Art Studio, but I thought we'd take a field trip today and come to my house to play. So I'm getting ready to film a virtual Kumi class in my art room. So everybody should have received an email from me with the supplies needed, and we are going to get started. Started here. I am laughing hysterically because I am not set up to do virtual teaching. I have a mini tripod duct taped to a construction tripod with my phone, and oh my gosh, this is just, I have not had the training for this, okay? Okay, so here we go. We are going to do a 7-strand Kumi necklace today. Some of you expressed an interest in doing a different project than what I had emailed. That is perfectly fine. Let's just go over how we're going to set up our Kumi discs. We have a couple of people that are new joining us today that have not done Kumi, so if I sound like I'm going back to basics, I am, because I want to make sure no one's lost. Okay, this is our thick, dense Beadsmith Kumi disc, the 4-inch. This is my go-to disc. I love this disc. And on the back of it, I have placed this template, which was in your handout. So this is what was emailed to you. This is the photograph. You could print this out and literally tape it down to the back of your disc, which is basically what I have done here. If you don't have access to a printer, it's very simple. You're going to start any slot at the top, and you're going to write A, and then underneath that, you're going to write A and an arrow H. Then you're going to go 4 slots down, okay? And you're going to do F, C, H, E, B, G, and D, okay? I have explained it on this handout, and if you want to follow along, it says at the top of your disc, position at 12 o'clock, write the letter A, and underneath it, write A, arrow H. 4 slots to the right of that, write the letter F, and underneath it, write F, arrow E. So again, you want your disc to look like this. Make your disc look like this. Either print this out or use a Sharpie. Okay, that's your assignment for the next 20 minutes. Be back. I'm assuming everyone has set up their disc the way that it has been described. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our cord out. And I just want to talk for a minute about design and placement, because that's really, really important to me. I love these little plastic containers that little bagels and things come in from the grocery store, because I save them and then I'll throw beads into the container that I think would all look really, really well together. I had a hard time trying to decide what to do with this project. I really wanted to use some beads that Melissa Perkins had given me for Christmas a couple years ago. And I thought I had 2 strands of these. I probably do have 2 strands of these. I could retail beads out of my house. I have so many supplies. Maybe that'll be another field trip that we take later in the week, and I'll show you my stash. Okay, so anyway, I really wanted to use these beads, and in my mind, these beads were purple. So when I was planning my necklace, I started pulling out all these purple beads, and I thought of Jill Smith because she is the purple lady. So anyway, I finally found the beads, and they're green. So I started thinking to myself, well, I really like these matte gray 8-0 seed beads, so I think I'm going to use these for my ends. So here is the necklace that I finished. I started on my way to St. Louis and I finished it when I got back. So for my first leg and my last leg, I'm going to use some 8-0 seed beads, and I think I'm going to use these galvanized gray metallic. I really like them. They're etched and they're just beautiful. I know we've all used them. And if you want to use that same size bead throughout your entire necklace, that is perfectly fine. We had talked about putting a metal slider in the middle of this, and we can totally talk about that. But today I think I'm gonna my project's going to be chunky because this 7-strand Kumi is perfect for the chunk, okay? So now that I know I have green, I think I will use some mushrooms, and I might try to still incorporate some of that purpley pinky stuff in there. So planning is very, very important. I do have some beautiful unicorns in green, and I think because of my beads are going to be all different colors here, I'm going to go with either a dark gray or a light gray cord. So let's get ready to cut our cord, but first I have to go blow my nose. In your handout, it told you to cut 7 strands of cord. I believe it said 54 inches, but let me show you how I came by that number for you beginners that have not done this before. You're going to take your cord and you're going to wrap it around your neck, and you're going to decide how long you want it. I kind of like chokers because I wear a lot of city uniforms that are V-neck, and I want my beautiful work to show. So I tend to do chokers. So I'm going to hold my fingers together how long I want my necklace to be. Then I'm going to pull that out. You see that cord? And I'm going to cut my cord 3 times that length. So if I fold it and run my finger down, that's 2 times the length. And then if I loop it and run it down again, that is 3 times the length. Okay, I'm going to take my scissors, beautiful scissors that my friend Ann Platt bought for me when I went to Paris many, many years ago, and I've always cherished these. Thank you, Ann, so much. I probably have never told you that. Okay, so I now have 1 cord, and I need a total of 7. So I'm just going to hold that in place, run this down. Here's my second cord. This is going to be like watching paint dry again, so I don't think I'm going to keep the camera on the entire time, or maybe my mad editing skills, I can figure out how to speed it up and, you know, make me look like I'm Chris the superhero, which is how I felt lately, sewing masks, and I've hit the 150 mark, and I'm going strong. So I keep talking now. I have 4 cords. It's about to roll off the table on top of spaghetti. Okay, never mind. So I need 3 more. Okay, this is 5. They don't have to be perfect. You're going to notice some are longer than others. It's really okay. Don't wig out about it. 6. And I have to do 1 more. 7. Yeah, they're all over the place here, but who cares? I'm trying to do this quickly so I don't do another boring video, because Sarah is a really hard act to follow, okay? All right, so let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, then I'm gonna take these ends and I'm just gonna tie an overhand knot. Now, very, very important, make sure you get all those ends inside that knot, and then run that knot down as close to the bottom as you can. I just kind of messed that up, didn't do a very good job. Great, I love not doing a good job on videos. You guys can see I'm not perfect either. Okay, so you know what? I don't like how that looks at all. So now I'm really in trouble. Okay, well, guess what? Great demo, Chris. All right, I got to take this knot out. I got to take this knot out and start over. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back. No, I'm gonna make you guys suffer through this because I'm stubborn and hateful. Okay. I have been doing Kumi for probably 6 or 7 years, and I have never done that before. That's pretty funny. Only because I'm taping. Okay, so now they're all over the place, and they're not even anymore. So here we go. Let's get all those together. Do I have them all? Yeah, see how easy it was to mess up? Okay. Who knew tying an overhand knot could be so difficult? Aren't you guys proud of me? Because I haven't even cussed 1 time. I think that the mayor should be giving me a medal when this is all said and done. Okay, here we go. Overhand knot, take 2. Here we go, geez, come on, you can do this. Yeah. Yay, overhand knot. Okay, completed. Hopefully that was the hardest part of the entire project, okay? Now I'm gonna take that overhand knot and I'm gonna put it down inside my disc, and with the other hand, I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna put one strand on each one of these letters, but we are not gonna put one in the H position, okay? So every letter but H is going to get a cord. Poor H, don't worry. We'll let you join the party in a few minutes. Okay, so can you see what I'm doing? I'm looking at it myself instead of showing you guys what I'm doing. I'm putting a strand on every single letter. Okay, does everybody see that? Kind of looks like a spider. Everybody see that? Okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add my bobbins. So we want to add our bobbins so our thread doesn't get all tangled up, okay? I like the weighted bobbins. I think that they add a good weight when you use your counterweight, which we're going to be adding in a few minutes, okay? So this is like a yo-yo. You want to, and I try to do it the same every single time. So I'm going to hold my fingers here and I'm going to hold on to the end of my thread, and then I'm just going to wrap this like a yo-yo. And I'm gonna wrap, and I'm gonna wrap all the way to my bobbin, and then it locks in place, okay? I'm gonna go to the next bobbin, and I'm only gonna do one more, I promise you, because you guys are like, oh, she's killing me. Okay, so here we go. I'm all thumbs. Oh, there's another telemarketer. Okay, wrapping my bobbins. I'm gonna wrap all 7 of my bobbins, and I will be back after that.